Good evening, and welcome to Feel Good Talk Singles Mixer. I'm your host, Charles Breaker, along with the host of Love 101, my man, Naeem Najib. What's going on, brother?
I'm good. Good to see you in the flesh.
Hey, man, it's awesome. We're having a great time here. We're actually at the location of 6100 Brandywine Parkway in Wilmington, Delaware, 19803. We're down here. We're having a great time with some singles out here. So, men, I don't know women here tonight. We got some single men as well, and they'll sit down, they're gonna talk, and we're just gonna interview a couple of them, have a good time. So, man, how was your week? What's going on?
Oh, it's excellent.
Excellent.
I'm
All right,
glad
good.
to be here. Glad to get out.
Awesome. So we're gonna start off. We got them all lined up. They're ready to come on over. So let's get started.
All right.
Who's
first?
up? Who's up first? Come on up, please.
Janae.
Shanae's up
You're
first. All right, bring her up.
Come in.
All right. What's going on, Shanae? How you doing? Make sure you're talking to the mic so they can hear you.
Okay. Can I bring it? I'm like,
Yeah, you can pull it.
Bring it. You are what you
So-
do, and
okay, my name is Janae Avery. I'm a mother, author, entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur of Body Me Healthcare and Services, and I'm the author of Changed Angry Hearts. I'm here to enjoy my night and have fun.
awesome. So how you enjoy yourself so far? How's everything
So
going?
far, everything is good.
Right.
The room is filled with good energy.
Awesome.
I like that.
Thanks for bringing it too.
Yes,
Coming
thank
here with the
you.
good vibes.
Oh,
Right, exactly. We
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
appreciate it. Yes,
Great hat,
indeed.
too.
Well, I'm gonna let Naeem take over the show
You
because this is
slide
what he
over
does.
A little bit, just so.
Closer to you?
Because we're.
Yeah, we
have
mentioned you a little
everybody
bit on
in
there. Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Oh,
See,
there you
All
go.
right.
That's
Mhm.
you. That's us.
All right.
All right.
Okay, what is that music? You getting ready to get us cut off? Okay. You getting ready to get us cut off? Thank you, Timla. All right. Go ahead.
So we talked a little earlier, but they call me the Love Doctor, and we're here to talk about love stuff. So let's start with the obvious question: what does love mean to you?
To me,
Yes.
okay. Love is consistent, stable, okay, nurturing.
Okay.
That's enough.
Okay. Stable, nurturing. Got you. Thank you. And
Honest. Love is honest.
Okay.
okay.
All right.
Honest. All right. Is
Okay.
it any time that love is hurtful?
Yes.
Yes.
Love
Okay.
can be
Explain.
hurtful. That's why we have forgiveness, right? Love can hurt. I mean, you can hurt yourself loving someone.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, love does hurt.
And when you say consistent, stable, honest, is that in action? Is that in like how's it
Love is
expressed?
definitely action. I mean, to be consistent, you have to keep doing things that, keep you engaged. Stable is your foundation, the grounding of how you were loved. Because sometimes, people don't know love, so they can't love. And then the nurturing is to feel it, So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So would you like another way of looking at it?
Sure.
Well, there's a good book here. Since we here, might as well show it.
That's right. There you
Love
go.
is Not a
Okay.
Game. I wrote a book about love. First book I wrote is called Love is Not a Game.
Nice.
You can find that on Amazon and all that. You'll
Okay.
see it here. Boom. We just sit it right there. Boom. Boom. Shot clock.
Okay.
There you go.
So actually, there's a whole chapter on love up in here. If you wouldn't mind reading with me a little bit.
Sure.
So here we talk about the principles of love, and so here's the principle and what it means. So it's saying love cannot be threatened by anything. That's one of the principles. So
Okay.
can you read this part? What does it mean?
All right. So it says the principle:
lights.
love cannot be threatened by anything. What does it mean? When your relationship is rooted in love, there is nothing that can threaten your relationship in any way whatsoever.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sense?
And then we got love has no levels. That's the next principle.
Okay. Love is maximum. There is no such thing as more love or less love. For different people, love is maximum.
What do you think about that?
There is no such thing as more love or less love. Love has no levels. I believe it has levels. I mean, because everyone loves differently. Say you love your mom, one way. You love your car another way. Am I still on that page of love, or is I'm going off?
We just talking. So
Oh, okay, all right. Because
It's
I
what you
mean,
think
I
it
look
is,
at
right.
it different
Yeah.
ways. The love that you have for food, like I love food,
Right.
but I don't love alcohol.
Mm.
You know, so it's like, I mean, to me, love is different. But when it comes to people, I try to love all.
Okay.
You know, and it's no level of that of
Mm.
me loving someone. You
Okay.
know.
And let's go for one more. Pick anyone. There's like 4 more left.
Okay, love is not limited.
Okay.
You can love all the people in your life. You can love all the books on your bookshelf, bookcase. You cannot exhaust your supply of love.
Okay. So do you think love can run out?
No,
Okay.
I don't think love can run out, you know, because you can love someone and not be in love with them. So no, it doesn't run out.
That's interesting.
That's another
we talked
interesting.
about that
Yeah, we
before.
talk
So
about
what
that
does
all the
that
time.
mean when you love someone you're not in love with them? Because you're using love twice in the same sentence.
Well, because okay, I mean, I don't know how all mothers look at their children's fathers. I have a love for my children's fathers through my kids. Like I love them because they're the fathers, but I'm not in love with them. I won't sleep with them. I won't date them again. It's nothing there. But if in a way I can be there for them, far as a job resume or something like that. Or, you know, to help them get, no, I'm dead serious.
Right.
I would help them. That's a love that I have for him. It never ended.
Mhm.
Okay. But let me take you out. Let's date. Let's try this again. No, it's not that kind of love. It's not a romantic. Exactly.
So, okay. So you're saying you love them, you're not interested in being romantic with them.
Right.
Okay. Kind of like what
Different
you were
love.
saying about nurturing.
Right.
You're willing to nurture, just not in that way. Okay. Good to know. And before we any questions for me? No, I asked the questions, but you got any
You're a
questions
love
for us?
doctor. You should have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions for you. You are the
All
love
right.
doctor.
He's a love doctor. Yes, he
Yes.
is.
So let me see. You should have had questions in there.
I got it.
Tell you what,
Questions.
you get a question, and we'll go from there.
This question.
And while you think about that question, I want to give a shout out to everybody out there listening. What's going on? Barry Dodson, Stacy Carter, Kendra Moore. What's up, lady? My man William Burrs in the house. Thomas Green. What's going on, brother? Also, we got Dawn Lee Thomas is in the house, but they got comments, and we'll get to those comments in a few seconds. Trust me, right in between everything. So. Naeem is looking for a
you have a question. All right, so I have my question.
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask the love doctor this question.
Go ahead.
As far as men, okay, why are men? And I'm not gonna say like I'm talking about in this day because you know my grandfather and them, their love is through us still, and it's like the love. With men, you have to prove so much in love, you know, and I want to know like why are men like out here picking and fishing until they 60 and like will they die alone or something? Like I'm serious. Like where is it? Whereas, you know, you find someone, you meet them, you know, a lot of women, men, you want stability, you want this, you want that. But like if you truly love a person, you love them for what they are, correct? You don't need everything to come with that. You can't just pick someone up and love them and be with them, or you know, because it's like men are so in this day, they're just like looking for so much in a woman to love, and it's like love is supposed to be simple too.
So you said something. You said love them and be with them. So here's a question: can you love someone and not be with them?
Yeah.
So is what you're looking for?
I want to know to be with, like
someone to love and be with.
Yeah, because it just seemed like in this day, I see a lot of singles. Like we're here, and it's not like it's something wrong with me or anything like that. I have standards too, but you know, it's like in this circle, it's like competitive. Yeah. Like, is she better than her? Do she, you know, and it's like, well, do you know, what are you really looking for? Because I can have everything you need. And in 20 years, boom, you know, you should have went with the other one and you came with me. And here I ain't got everything you need in 20 years. I mean, what is it with this new love, and why does it take so long? I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of questions for you, buddy.
Well, I got a lot to say
Well,
about that. So
We're gonna talk. I'm gonna
Oh
read
no,
that
well,
book.
I'm gonna let the love doctor take over because I'll get into it and I'll
Yeah.
take it somewhere else. But
well,
go ahead,
And
Naya.
I can always come back on your segment because I'm gonna be in those comments.
Right.
okay, that's
What we're looking for. We want
Yes, we
people
want
to
the
come on.
engagement.
Come on,
I
yeah,
am.
definitely.
I'm
Come
going to,
on.
definitely.
Yes.
I am.
And Janae, am I saying your name right?
Yes.
Okay, good, because we want to make sure everybody knows who we're talking to here. So let's start with first. Do I have your permission to give you another way of looking at love?
Yes, you do.
Okay, because I want you to know that we are on the same page. We're looking for we're navigating this topic of love and relationships together.
Okay.
Sometimes people come on these shows and they want to
Right.
be competitive and let me try to tie you up into a verbal confusing argument that makes you sound crazy or me sound better. It's not a competition. It's really
Right.
I asked you what you thought love was to you because I want to know where you're coming from
Mhm.
and how
Okay.
we can connect the dots, because there's
Okay.
no right or wrong definition.
It's not.
With that? Thank you. So when I give a definition or a meaning for love, what I'm coming from is universal principles that apply to all people and that everyone's capable of following. And that when you follow these principles, then it results in a certain experience. So for example, we have what's called the facts of love. Could you read these words down? She's going to read the facts of love for us.
Okay, the facts of love: freedom, appreciation, communication, trust, and what is that?
Sincerity.
Sincere.
I was about to say somebody can read my handwriting, but almost 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5
I
is
thought
not
it was
bad.
T.
Yeah, sincerity.
Oh,
So those are the facts. Those are what we call the facts of love. So that when you're experiencing love, you experiencing freedom, feeling free to be who you are. You don't feel like you're being measured or it's all this stuff, extra stuff that has
that's
to come.
what I'm talking about.
Being appreciated for who you are, exactly
Right.
as you show up. The communication is there. There's trust.
Okay.
And of course, I wrote a book about trust, but it can be summarized like this. Only people who trust themselves can be trusting. So if someone's saying,
Right.
"Oh, I don't trust you," there's something going on with them. More, it's
You're
not
right.
had anything to do with you.
Right.
And then sincerity, meaning be who you are, mean what you say what you mean. So this is the kind of the formula, the cheat codes that we use. And it's a suggestion. It's just a conversation. So when you experience communication, if I was talking to a child, I'd be like, okay, how does this feel? Communication and clarity. Does that feel good or bad? They'd probably say good, right? Mm-hmm. So everything on here feels good. Appreciation feels good. It all gives you a result of feeling good, and that in love feels good, like feel good talk, So this is where we're starting from. So when you are experiencing these, then you're experiencing love, and that feels good. So we start there. Then your other question was about someone being able to basically be with you, appreciate you for who you are, and staying with that and being sure about that. But the thing is, and let me just say this, everybody, this idea of you're going to meet your high school sweetheart and you're going to be with them for the whole rest of your life and you're going to die together and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. That is not impossible, but that is an exception, not the rule. That's not what normally happens. In normal human relationships, what you do is you meet people, you have time with them, you connect, and sometimes you go your separate ways. Right. That's actually normal. So there's nothing wrong with you for not being in a relationship where you met the first man ever in your life and then you're still with him today.
Thank God.
No, there's nothing.
Thank God. I'm serious.
No. So welcome to being a human being. This is how things go. Okay. So, but a lot of times we get sold this bill of goods that, how come y'all not together anymore? How come? Because people change, things change, and sometimes
you get older and things.
You mature and grow apart sometimes, and the person that you met, or the people you were, you change and evolve and grow, and sometimes in separate directions, and that's okay. It's healthy. It's a lot harder to keep together a relationship with two people who are so different or have become so different in their values that it hurts you to try to make it work. When maybe it's not supposed to work, at least together. Maybe from you over there, okay, this is good, but I'm not going over there. That's okay.
Okay.
if you are going to start a relationship, this is a good book though. Happily Ever After. Guide
Check him
for-
out.
what
Check
the
it
heck
out.
does
Yeah,
say?
happy
For
ever
healthy.
after.
Yes, this is a good book that talks about all the kind of things that we deal with in relationships. You got marriage, wedding.
And this is the
children,
work of
household.
Naeem Najib.
Yes, there's
Good topics.
all these
Good
topics here.
topics.
So pick any topic real quick. Any topic.
Money and finance.
That's an excellent topic. Thank
I
you,
bet.
Janae. Yes, let's
I
check.
bet. I bet.
We're
I
not
had
gonna
those
get away
finances
from
right.
that one.
Okay.
So it's kind of like when you're meeting someone. This book is to kind of help you get to know them better around these topics.
Topics.
So the general
This
questions,
is a good book.
like how do you manage money? Do
Okay.
you budget? Do you
Right.
gamble? What
Mm.
investments have you made? How much debt do you have?
If they don't
How
answer,
much-
they're gonna run away, and you'll know that.
Right.
and then
This
you-
this gets rid of that representative. You understand what I'm saying?
right.
So
and
you get
like
right
just
straight to the
cutting right
point.
through.
You're right straight to the point. You're
Pull
right.
the curtain down, like stop performing and shucking and jiving.
Yeah.
Let's get to the
Let's
get
get
to
to the
it.
real deal.
That's right.
So we have about five, but we have general questions, standards, because you talked about having your own
Yes.
standards and stuff, and then the scenarios, what if, and then the deal breakers, and these parts you fill in yourself.
People
So,
really, you guys should really look into his books. Married, single is real interesting. Get, Coke 101. This one I'm definitely gonna. Yeah, and I like this one too. Love is not a game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Check
Yes.
him out. Check him out.
Mm-hmm.
So to give you another quick thing about that, so money. So we have standards and design. So let's say your standards. So
Yeah.
like read a couple of those questions on there. Anyone will do.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Who should make the major money decisions?
Right. Okay. Things like that.
Yeah.
And
How much money do you think we need to live comfortably?
etc. Right. So do you want to know about all of my money? Because you got your stashes and all that
Yeah,
stuff and
yeah.
all that sort of thing.
Inheritance, things
Inheritance.
like that.
And is
Stashes.
my money, your
Stashes.
money. All right. And then you got scenarios like what if I make more money than you? Is that okay with you?
Right.
What if we lost our sources of income? What would we do? What if I
Right.
wanted to go back to school? Would you support me financially during that
Yeah.
time? So different things before you cross that bridge to kind of get an idea for where the person is at.
I like that.
But yeah, so I'm gonna be answering more of the questions you ask while we discuss more
Okay.
things with other people. But
Yes.
I
Yeah.
wanted to let other people come on and
Yeah, no
anybody else back here
problem.
ready?
This was good
Anybody
for me.
else
I
back
like
here
this.
ready? Hey, give it up for
Alright.
Janae.
Y'all
She
nodding
was
back there.
Thank you.
right. She was transparent. Give it up for
Thank
Janae. Matter of fact, hold on. There we
It
go.
was nice. It's always a pleasure to be with
Yeah,
these
hold on.
guys. They're good people.
Thank you, Janae.
There we go. We get off of that. Great. Thank you, Janae. Appreciate you. Hey, we're gonna answer some of these questions here while we're here.
Oh yeah, we got
We
some
got a
comments.
lot of comments here.
Let's go.
Wow.
All right, y'all.
We got more people coming up, but we get right to it. What's going on, Kendra? She says, "Hi, fam. Naeem, I can't see that. Can you look at that for me,
Yeah,
my
I
brother?
got you, I got
What we
you.
got there?
That's William Bird. He said, "Is that the Lovebirds?"
Yeah, the Lovebirds, man. Shout out to the
Congratulations
Lovebirds.
on
Check
the new
them out
show.
on Wednesdays at 8:30.
Yes.
Telling you, don't miss them now.
Says,
Come
I
on,
like
man.
that. Love is
Yes,
maximum.
indeed.
Thomas Green says, "Hey, family."
What's up, Tom? What's going on, brother? Thanks for tuning in.
Kendra says, "Hey, hi, William. Feel good. Talk, fam."
What's going on, Kendra? Thanks again.
And
You know, I
William
can't see.
says, "Love is over the top."
There you go.
He
What you mean
says-
by that, Will? Talk to us on that one.
He said, "Is over the top." He says, "Have a great event. Enjoy yourselves."
Oh, we're having a great time here. Great time. And I
Mhm.
think Kendra's talking, so thank you for tuning in, Thomas.
And then we
Thomas,
got-
what's going on, Dawn Lee Thomas? Thanks for tuning
so we
in.
got Thomas Green and Dawn Lee Thomas.
And
So
Dawn
we
Lee
got two
Thomas. Yeah, two
Thomases
Thomases
coming
in the house. Yes,
All right.
indeed. William Bird also says, I can't see
Greet
that.
and feel good. Talk family. Just messaging with you again, Naeem and Chuck. Thank
Hey,
you, William.
thank you. Thanks, Will.
Yeah,
Appreciate
see,
that.
I forgive you from last time.
Yeah, you
So
know what I mean? There
I
you
thought
go.
about it. It cut me up nights.
He also says, that's my boy William
So-
Dickinson. Where he? He in the house. Oh, he's in there.
Hi,
He's in the
Will.
house and he's still on. You know what I'm saying? That's love right there. What's going on, Will? He'll be over here soon, so
Yes.
he's gonna get his shine in a minute. You know what I mean? Let's see.
Good
say
evening to you, Dawn.
They just saying
Saying
good
hello to
evening, everybody.
everybody.
All right, let's get to some of these comments.
Hello, Billy and Darlene. That's
Okay.
Amy.
Oh,
Dawn Lee says, Kendra Moore. Hello, Queen.
all right, cool.
And hi, Amy from Kendra.
Mhm.
And Kendra Moore. Hi, it's from Amy. Hi, Kendra. And William says, hey, everybody, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Feel Good Talk.
Thank you. We'll appreciate that love, man. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, definitely do that. Very good facts of love. Thank you, Amy. We appreciate it. And she also says, only people who can, what she say? Can
Only
trust
people who
themselves can
trust
trust you. Love it. Yes, indeed. That's a fact right there. Definitely.
Yes.
Hi, Jamila. Glad you tuned in. This is good. Thank you, Kendra. Thanks for
It's always a different energy when you're live.
Exactly.
You know,
and what's going on, Jamila?
that.
What's going on? Thanks for tuning in. And we got a few more here. You're gonna have to read those.
Yeah,
brother.
I got you. All right, so done is finished. All right, so William says, truly the exception. I think when I was talking about, you're gonna meet your high school
right,
sweetheart,
exactly.
and you're gonna live out your lives and monogamous bliss forever. That's So, you can choose to love, grow, and live together. Yes, you can. Thank you, William. Kendra says, yep. Are you running from the IRS? That's a good.
That is a great question.
Yes.
Because you will be affected if you end up marrying that man or that woman. All right.
Yes.
Here we go.
And
Is that, hey, what's going on? Is that Letty?
I am Letty, realtor. Says hello.
How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate that.
And Letty says hi.
Yes, says hi. What's going on, Letty? Thanks for tuning
says
in.
hi, Letty.
Oh, okay. She's talking to Letty.
And good questions regarding finances. I need that book.
Hey, you can order that book. Look him up on Amazon. Naeem Najib. That's all his work again. Shout out to him. He's doing his thing.
Yes.
There's about 13 books in the whole, so check him out. And let's see what else we got here. We got our greetings, a happy Friday. Yes, thank you, Desiree. Also, we got
everyone Letty says everyone knows Kendra. Yes. And William says, by that I mean love isn't or shouldn't be ordinary.
Right, exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
So it is important to know that they have even filed past taxes. That's
exactly, because them back taxes will get you. Hey, thanks for all comments. We definitely appreciate it. Keep them coming. And if you have any questions for love, here's the love doctor. Give him a call. I'm just Dr. Feel Good, so I just try to make you feel good. He's a love doctor. All right.
Gotta set
who's up next? Here. Any lady? What lady? Anybody want to come up next? Anybody? Hey, they're scared now. I don't know. Oh, here we go. We got all right. We got somebody. She's coming up.
And mind you, that's only like one of 20 topics in this book.
Right.
Plenty of topics. Let me show you real quick.
Exactly.
Got plenty of topics in this book that you can deal with. Sorry?
I said all of these are yours.
Well, all these.
This is all his work. Yes, it is.
Okay, I have to check you out.
Yeah, check it out. Oh yeah, this is the standard, the classic.
I have to get that tonight.
Yep.
So please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Mary Louise. I'm a mentor, author, and a life coach. Okay.
Yes. Thank you for coming out. So,
hey, can I just say one thing? I love this because I always see Mary on her feeds, and I never met her in person. So, shout out to you. Thank you for coming through. We definitely appreciate it.
Most definitely. Let me tell everyone, it's been a wonderful time. I think that we need to have more discussions in regards to relationships. Everything that we're dealing with. We don't do this too often. Many times we're at each other, when it comes down to men and women. And I believe that it's a good time to just come together and see each other's views, because we can't seem to do that. But tonight it has been wonderful.
Awesome.
So thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming. And thank you for saying that, because it's one step at a time, one conversation, one interaction, one idea at a time to share, so we can all better each other through these conversations. So tell us your experience, the definition of love. What does it mean to you?
I believe that love is a deep emotion that goes far beyond physical attraction. I'm thinking of intimacy, commitment, passion. Let me also say that it takes work to love. So let's not forget that.
Thank you. And I also wanted to mention, I almost forgot, I have a website called Healing Toxic Relationships, and there's a whole little online mini course that talks about what is love, gives you some ideas and questions to think about. So I'll make sure everybody has that here before they leave, and y'all check out the site. Y'all know it's Healing Toxic Relationships. Somebody please put it in the comments. HealingToxicRelationships.com. Boom shakalaka, there it is on screen. So
now I know that and I don't know if you talk about it in the book. We understand love being, filio, eros, and agape.
Agape, yes.
Okay. You want to break that down?
All right, so that's the Greek. So this is my understanding of the Greek words philios, which I call Philly cheesesteak, eros, which is the erotic, and the agape, which is supposed to be the all-encompassing, unconditional love. So the philios one is supposed to be like the familiar or the family and friend type of love, and then the eros is supposed to be the romantic attraction type of hot and heavy, heart beating at 100 plus beats per minute love, quote unquote. And then the last one, agape, was what you were talking about, kind of all encompassing beyond the physical attraction and stuff. So, and some would say that's like the love of God and things like that. So those are good ideas and categories to put it in. When I talk about love, I kind of use it as a principle, and the principle that can be expressed across all types of relationships, because these just describe different kind of relationships, pretty much the family relationship, the romantic relationship, and then I guess what you could apply to all the relationships. So what I discuss would be closest to the agape for reference, but it's not really any of those. It's more of a idea that love is a mindset, that you can change your mind to look at someone with love, which, as we talked about in the facts, let's say appreciation. I can truly, if I wanted to, find something to appreciate about you right now. If I said, oh, I love your necklace, those pearls look nice, I love your conversation or your ideas, I thank you for coming out here, I can find reasons to appreciate you. And it doesn't have to be because you're my family member, because we're romantically involved, or because I feel obligated because of my religious or spiritual affiliation that I have to do this, and because I'm gonna go to hell if I don't, right? It's more of a choice, and a choice in how to see things and see people. That's where I come from with it. But I don't disclaim or put down any other way of looking at it, because everyone has the freedom to say what they think it is and the right to have their own experience and call it what they want. I'm more about organization and like in study, trying to look at what applies to everyone equally, because sometimes you may call something love and it may only be a limited experience. Like I had this experience and that it was great and then it hurt and then so and so, but maybe not everyone can relate to that. But I think everyone can relate to what it feels like to be appreciated, to give or receive a sincere compliment. And not everyone can really understand what it may feel like to be in a physically abusive relationship, or a situation where, okay, this is my heart is palpitating type of situation. So I use that method.
Awesome.
This is awesome.
Thank you.
So would you say when you get into a relationship, should both people define exactly what love is? Because as you know, everyone has a different definition.
Isn't it interesting that people say they want love, right? But then when someone, you know this game we play, and especially romantic relationships, where it's like, who's going to say I love you first, right? We're like scared to say, like, it's what you want. You want to be with someone so you can really, truly be vulnerable and take down all the armor and say, I love you, and mean it, and that they receive it. But we get scared to say it. And we also get scared to receive, because last person who said that, I still got a restraining order against this person, right? So it's like a cognitive dissonance thing. It's like you want it, but then you're like, it's like a mystery box. I don't know if a jack is going to jump out of the box and scare me, or if it's going to be like gold coins in the box. So, but the box is called love because I've called it love. And one time a jack jumped out of the box with a little knife, and the other time there was gold coins. So how about this? How about we say, when you do have a relationship, you do have that conversation. What do you think love is? So when you say, oh, I think love is sex, then I know when you say, I love you, you're talking about sex, or you're talking about I'm sexually attracted, or you're saying, well, I think love is clarity and communication and openness. And it's like, okay, well, I say I love you, it means I'm trying to be clear and open and communicate with you. So that means, because love is so widely used, but in so many different ways, we had Janae who just came up. She said, yes, love is consistency and nurturing. It also hurts. So, like, how do we know when we're talking about love what we're talking about? She's not wrong. No one's wrong. But I want to know what you mean when you say, I love this person. You said it's beyond physical attraction. So how about this? When you're talking about your children, are you saying that, well, I love my children, or I love them more or less or differently? Or, it's good to be very clear about it. So
that's true. That's very true.
I turned to this page because this page, setting the goal, chapter 2. And if you give me your information, I'll send you a PDF of this book too.
Oh, this would be great.
And you can get it on your devices.
So everyone, this is Love Is Not a Game, a manual for loving relationships. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there because I haven't read it, but I'm just looking at some of the. I gotta read it. I gotta get this. Definitely.
Awesome.
So check it out, you guys.
Thank you for coming on live. It's good to meet
thank
you.
you,
Same here. It's good to be here. We gotta keep, do this again.
Yes, let's do it. I'm ready. I'm willing.
Hey, we got any guys out there that want to step up? Any guys that want to sit in the seat? We need. Yeah, come on, my man Will. What's up, brother? Oh, he gonna wave him down. Look at him. That don't make no sense.
We can see.
But hey, we want to give a shout out to some people that's tuned in. I gotta look at this. I can't see that screen over there. So I want to give a shout out. Hey, what's up? What's up, Tyrone Ricks? Says the 10 of Life is tuned in. We know you always tuned in, brother.
Ricks.
Definitely. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Amy says exactly. Many people define love differently. Exactly. That's great.
And that's why we say in the facts, communication, right? Communicate, because if we can't communicate, then I might think that you talking about what I'm talking about, and maybe you're not, and we're calling it love. But we got William in the world here.
Love is a daily choice. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. We got a Mel here. Gonna give his Mel perspective on it. And well, am I right? Am I Letty? Oh, Letty, the realtor says, choosing to love over and over again that person you choose to love forever.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Go ahead, Naim. You can read that.
And are the books available on Amazon? They are available on Amazon. Just type in my name. You can figure out how that's spelled, and they'll come up. A bunch of them will come up.
Thanks again, William Bird. He says, great discussion. We definitely appreciate you, my brother.
And leave a review if y'all purchase it too. Just because some people, not you, leave reviews that are trash and they don't understand what anything's for. And I'm not telling you what kind of review to leave. I'm just telling you to leave one. Since y'all are here listening and joining us, then I'd like to hear.
And go follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Feel Good Talk. Well, YouTube is FGT, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. So definitely check us out. If you haven't followed us, please follow us.
William said, great discussion here, William Bird.
Thanks, Will. Appreciate you.
Got another Will here. What will we talk about? Please introduce yourself, sir. He's gathering his strength. You about to go Super Saiyan on us?
Bad Wi-Fi.
Hey, you can't act like you frozen today because we all on the same Wi-Fi.
How is the Wi-Fi bad on this side? It's like half of the Wi-Fi.
You know what I mean? They ain't gonna work, my brother. What's going on, Will? How you doing, man?
Hey, man.
Talk to us, baby.
I woke up. The rest is easy.
All right, move over a little bit, man, so they can all see you, baby. There
They
you
can
go.
see me.
Yeah,
I
get
see
in there.
that, yeah.
All right, let them see you. There you go.
All right.
Okay. What's up? We
got a male perspective. Yeah, damn right. Let's do it.
What you need?
We want to talk about, introduce yourself and love. What's your views on love?
I'm the co-host of Williams World. Down with Feel Good Talk, as everybody know. And honestly, love. Oh man, it's a lot of levels to that. Like me, I love chicken wings. Can't you tell?
I saw you. Demolishing them earlier.
I can't talk.
No, because I think love could be a good thing, but sometimes it could be a bad thing because some people substitute love for other things. Some people think other things are love when they're not. Like lust is mistaken for love a lot. You gotta be careful with that. You know what I mean? But if you love somebody and they love you, woo, Ooh, doggy. I mean, everything work out for itself, but you got to find the right one. I mean, a lot of people in the right relationship for the wrong reasons and vice versa, and they think it's love. That's not love. You can tell when it's love. You can feel it. Same way like with marriage. It's people that's married and they don't even get along. They say they love each other, but they got married just because they said it's the thing to do. That's not love. People mistake that, for a lot of different reasons. But if it's real and it's real, there's no better feeling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's my take on it.
I have a question.
Sure.
You said it's love because you can feel it. My question is, if you don't feel love at a given point, does that mean the love is not there?
It's not there.
That means it's not. So love is a feeling?
Love is a feeling.
So what happens if suddenly the feeling's not there? What do you have to do? Do you have to try to get the feeling back, or do you have to say, "Oh, well, love is gone. Let's just stop. Let's cancel this whole."
Well, it's ways around that. I mean, if you want to try to work it out, and y'all, getting distance, dial
we talking about romantic
join till y'all figure it out. I mean, it depends. I mean, it like I said, if both of y'all feel it, you can work it out. Communication, you know what I mean? Like what you always say, facts. Facts come into play. You know what I mean? Yeah, freedom, appreciation, communication, trust, sincerity. If you only got 2 of these without the other 3, it's not going to work. You got to have all 5 of these.
So what does love feel like if you had to use a word other than love?
Pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so many other words you can put in there, but like I said, sometimes it gets misconstrued. Like, all right, we'll take it back. A long time ago. When you young, you make a lot of mistakes. It's a girl you like, she like you, y'all, the heat is on. You open up the can of yams, whatever, you think you love her, but you don't. You just love that feeling. You love how you felt. Yeah.
The candied yams or regular?
Yeah, candy yams.
Yeah, well,
Keep it PG-13.
Candy yams. Yeah, you get the picture.
I mean, gotta have a can opener. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Thanksgiving
have a can
is coming. He's talking about Thanksgiving, y'all.
Yeah,
That's
Okay,
all.
right. You gotta make sure you bring cranberry.
I mean, yeah, but a lot of times you've seen people in relationships and they don't even love each other, but they just there.
Is it possible?
Settle.
Is it possible to have the hot and heavy feelings and it not be love?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, because you said something about lust is mistaken as love a lot.
And I know a guy. I'm not going to say no names.
Some people not.
I know a guy, and he was telling every time you go over his house, he on his computer. What he looking at and what transpires from what he looking at is
stock up
lust.
Oh,
Right.
It's not love. It's just lust. It's a feeling. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. A lot of people misconstrue it. This is a big difference.
would you call it an addiction?
Absolutely.
That what he's dealing with over there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean,
Is love addicted?
Ooh.
See?
Good.
No,
That's good.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
No. Because what did Eddie Murphy used to say, whooping nub in all the wrong places. Sometimes people looking for something and it's not there. Think about what I'm saying. You could look for it and it's not there.
Right.
And when you look for it and it's not there, you could get into all other kind of situations. You know what I mean? And like I said, I mentioned this earlier, just because it's grass in the infield don't mean you got to play ball. Yep. A lot of people mistake that for love. It's not love. It's a big difference. You could love somebody and never touch them.
Right.
Okay.
Never touch them. But you could touch somebody all the time and don't love them. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody in the back said that's deep.
That's deep.
Yeah,
All right, we got them back there clicking their fingers. All right. Will got deep on it. Okay.
Yeah.
My GoFundMe is
because this is you use more analogies in this conversation than I've ever used.
I mean,
so thank you.
I will say this: a lot of it comes from experience and watching you. You nail it. A lot of times you nail it. I mean, a lot of the stuff you say is not nowhere else but in your books. And a lot of it is simple. You simplify it, but still it don't go well over with everybody. A lot of people leap without looking, and that's the problem.
And we talk about, you said simplicity,
Right.
that could also go in the S for facts, but also on the other side, because that's only the love side. We talk about fear too. So the C for fear is what, Chuck?
Conflict, confusion.
Right. So
You know
that's
what I mean?
people trying to make it complicated, but love is communication and clarity, aka simplicity. So it shouldn't be no, long master's thesis type of thought process about do you love this person or are you love or not. It should be simple. And when you have to go through so many changes, then you can say, okay, at least I know I'm confused or I'm figuring something out. But love is pretty elementary, like a child. Here's a question for the room. Does a child, a baby, a child before they're really able to speak and communicate know what love is, how it feels? We got a yes over here. They can feel it. They can feel it. We got nods over here. Okay. We got yes. So we have people saying that children can feel it. They know what it feels like. So I think it's simple if a child before they can even speak, read, and write know what it feels like.
See what Naeem brings to us, right? He breaks it down so simple that a child can understand what he's talking about, and that's all it is. I think we as people, we get onto this. We've been brainwashed. We've been, love hurts, love this, and this is real simple. Love is, and he can just break it down right there for you. So again, I've had to be transformed. Because I didn't really, you don't know what love. You think it's a feeling, is this and that, but it's real simple. This is what love is. So I'm sorry.
Well,
okay, coming on. You on next?
You're coming on next.
Yeah, she's
so,
coming on
Will,
next.
any last words you want to?
Any last words, brother?
Tell us?
I love my laptop. I love to eat. So what's the difference between? You see what I'm saying? I mean, think about what I'm saying. People use that word so loosely. And like Chuck said, you've been brainwashed, whether intentional or not. It's about how you were raised for the most part and your environment. You know what I mean? Because we young and you get that first girlfriend that live in whatever. Just because she there with you and she jostle around with you don't mean you love her. But you feel like that. But you don't know what it is.
Don't mean you're not also on your laptop in the other room.
Well, if I'm just don't need a girl if you shut the right channel.
It's PG-13. Anyway, hey, thanks, Will. Give him a hand, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a male's perspective on that. Cool. We love it. All right. Who's up next?
Yes, please come.
Who's up next? Which one? You coming up too? You're coming up as well, right?
Yeah, everybody's coming.
Okay, she's coming too. Who's that right there? I can't see the lights in my eyes.
Yeah,
okay. All right, cool. Is that my man Snow? What's up, brother? What's going on?
Yes.
All right. Thanks for coming, man. Hey, listen, y'all could have been anywhere on Friday night, but y'all here with us. Feel good talk. And we having a great time. Having a great time. All right, we got
introduce
yourself.
How are you? I am Erica D. Tillery on Facebook.
Erica D. Tillery. Y'all check her out. And
Yes.
why are you here today?
I am here to understand and find myself with great people, of knowing what are the odds in relationship for love, and find where we make our mistakes
and how
as women.
Okay. And
As women.
So
I'm not talking about men. I'm talking about women, where we make our mistakes.
Cool. Move over a little bit, Erica, so they there you go. Yeah, get in there. There you go. All right.
Okay. That better?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And how's the night going so far? How's the energy?
It is going
event?
great conversation with Fatima, beautiful Fatima. I love her to death.
Yeah.
I went to school with her sister.
Okay.
We go way back. And beautiful Mary.
Yes.
And Chuck and I, we go way back. Way back.
Let's go back, way back.
Way back. With the whole family, including mom and grandparents.
That's right.
And I watch you. And I am very inspired by you.
Thank you.
I am. The breaking down love and passion, everything that you have been doing. I have been studying that.
Okay.
A lot of times I find we women's, we don't take it. We run with it.
Mhm.
And that's where we get hurt at the most because we're blindsided
Mhm.
on what love is because we want it when it's not good for us. That's just like when you're baking. This ingredients don't go with that ingredients,
Mhm.
but you still want to do it.
Mhm.
And that's where we make our mistakes.
And it doesn't come out the way you thought.
Exactly.
You look like you had a comment over there when you were before you came. Do you remember what it was? Or did
Yes,
you
I
say
do. It
Okay.
was about you asked a question, how does the baby feel love?
Yes.
How and I said the feeling.
Mhm.
And that's what with us women.
Mhm.
But what I was going to say is that that's where we start. We feel it, but we don't take it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Explain more. How do you feel it but don't take it? You mean
Far as we don't take it as where it should be
Mhm.
because we're being taken advantage of
How so exactly?
because we allowed it.
Hmm. I have a good book. I don't know if you heard about the Healing Toxic Relationships book that's a good book. I recommend you look at also the site on there, Healing Toxic Relationship, because it talks about so many ways that we let ourselves get abused slightly, like stuff that you can over like, oh, well, I mean, they said they were gonna pay me back, but it's okay. It's only $50. They didn't bring it up again, but that's still abuse. The same as someone, oh, that's your wallet. Let me go in there and take $50 out without telling you. What's the difference between that directly stealing and them saying, oh, please, Erica, can I just borrow $50? You give it to me. A month passed, 2 months passed. I never bring it up, or you ask me, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna get you back, but can I borrow another $50 first, right? What's the difference? You still didn't receive it back. The person is not being honest or not being, sincere with you. So, but it's easier to allow that scenario to happen where it's just, you said, letting ourselves being taken advantage of. A lot of times we go to scenarios where it's like, oh, someone's being physically or sexually abused or violated and in very intense scenarios. But it can be something as simple as, oh, you let me borrow your car and I don't put gas back in it, or you see there's damage on it, and I'm like, oh, that I don't know what happened. I'm not taking responsibility. That's right. That's still so looking at it on the level where we all use relationships to hurt ourselves sometimes, and other people's recklessness or unawareness of our boundaries. That book helps us clarify our boundaries about what is acceptable and not.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes absolutely a lot of sense.
So it helps you look within, like, okay, what are your requirements for this interaction? Say it's a date or even a professional relationship or a friend, or like, are you even just going in your house? Do you want someone to take their shoes off when they enter? Do you want them to leave at a certain time? Are you looking for someone to pay for this meal or not? Like, being able to communicate that clearly makes it a whole, and being able to enforce it, saying, okay, well, you didn't take your shoes off. I need you to either take your shoes off or leave, and to make it clear so that you're respecting yourself and people engage with you different when you come up that way. Because sometimes we have such a lack of self-esteem that we'll accept any kind of treatment because we think, oh, this person's giving me attention and I like the way that feels. But they also freeloading off of me, or they're also taking advantage of me, or they're also just using me for whatever else comes with me. Like, oh, Erica's always cooking some great food. Let me go over to her house. Oh, I like being with you, Erica, and so and so. But oh, did you make that meal I like? Oh, you did, great. Mm-hmm. Then I'm like, Erica, hey, I'm about to come over. Did you cook? You're like, no. Like, oh, well, something came up. I'll see you tomorrow, right? Why are they really coming over, right? Because they want your food. So little things like that. It doesn't seem direct, but it can still be abusive if you don't set your boundaries up. If you say that's fine, I don't care if you come just to eat. I love to feed people. It doesn't matter. But if it's something that, no, I want you to be present with me, to talk to me when I'm not loaning you money, when I'm not giving you food, when I'm not giving you a place to stay, or then if you're not able to do that, I really don't want to engage with you in that way because that's my boundary. It's okay to set that boundary.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, that's deep. That's deep. That's
Yeah.
really deep. Wow. That's deep. Okay. That's deep. Yeah. And I
Wow.
love your books, so
Thank
yeah.
you. Well, I am gonna write this down for you so you can check it out. And any other questions or comments right now?
Why do men get more promotion than women?
Oh, well, that's an easy one. I mean, the way our society has been set up. That's the website, healingtalksrelationship.com. We go back to women's suffrage and women not having the right to vote, women being treated as second-class citizens, not even citizens. We're still dealing with the throes of society that is more male, that has been established as male dominated. And although it took women, it took everybody to build it up, those who are in the background, who have been pushed to the background, aka women, and I'm talking about historically, not just this generation, then even though it was you who took women who took care of things in the background, that doesn't get promoted. What gets promoted is the person who, let's just say, they stepped their foot on the moon, right? But, or made this accomplishment, but the person who figured out the calculations for them to even get there, the person who helped design the spaceship for them to get there, the person who kept them fed and everything else, you don't even hear about them. You hear about the person who did the thing and who created the monument or who wrote the book or whatnot, not the one who is in the background. So yeah, for whether we like it or not, I mean, we don't like it, but we're still living in the remnants of a society that's still recovering from its abuse of women historically. And I'm not just talking about white, black, whatever, just a male dominated society that is, that's just we're still very young when it comes to modern civilization. And it was built a lot on the backs of women, to be honest. And you don't hear about any of them. You don't hear about them at all. So when you are living life as a woman and you're seeing this wage disparity and this treatment disparity and this, boys club and all this other stuff, it's not anyone's fault. It's also human nature. And I would invite you not to take it personally, but at the same time, we live in some of the best times for human beings, period, men or women, in order to live and create and carve out a healthy, balanced life and lifestyle for ourselves. So at least you have the right to come out the house without someone's permission. At least you have the right to move around without someone else. At least you're not looked at as ownership. At least you're not, your womb isn't seen as a breeding ground for someone else's offspring. At least we're in the time where you can be here and speak your mind and present and create and contribute to the world as a human being who just happens to be a woman, So.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. And we are here. Please introduce yourself. We're in your spot. Yes, Robin.
I'm nervous.
It's okay. Please, let me just adjust this for you. So your name is Robin. We happen to be in the Red Robin right now. And and we got Fatima Love here.
Hello, everyone. Flesh. Hello.
Yeah. So can we see you? Yes. Can you move a little bit over? Okay, great. So how's your time been so far here?
So far, it's been great.
Oh, can we see your earring a little more? Because right into y'all see that? It says Robin right there.
Robin at the Red Robin.
Yeah. So tell us about about the conversation. What do you want to ask or say? It's just an open conversation. Talk about love and relationships.
I really don't have anything to add. I mean, if you have some questions.
Okay. What does love mean to you?
Okay, love to me, physical touch, quality time, acceptance.
Okay.
Forgiveness. Love is pain. I mean, honestly, forgiveness. For me, love is forgiveness.
Okay. And what is forgiveness?
Well, essentially, we all are flawed. So, accepting people for who they are, forgiving them for their mistakes, and moving forward, like a stronger resolution. That's what forgiveness is.
Thank you. Okay, well, I'm very interested in this conversation because this book, Love is Not a Game, we have a chapter 15 on forgiveness. And if you would please read from this part where it says love way of seeing.
You are innocent. How does love forgive? Actually, love does not. Love why forgiveness can be needed in any situation. Something else has to happen first. This is the piece of the program that doesn't tell us.
Yes.
Okay, we need what needs to happen before forgiveness is required. Condemnation. Okay, condemnation is an outcome of judgment. Condemnation is the verdict of guilt upon someone, and guilt is a request for punishment. So why doesn't love forgive? Love principle, love does not forgive because love never condemns.
Can we read that one more time?
Love does not forgive because love never condemns.
Okay, and I'm gonna just continue. This is just a little more because just give us something to think about today. And so, love does not forgive because love doesn't never condemns. Isn't that awesome? So, if you could just read this part.
So let's take a closer look. If to forgive means to pardon, love recognizes that there is nothing to forgive in the first place. In order to forgive, you must first condemn, which means making guilty.
Make guilty.
Love does not forgive because love never makes you guilty. Love always sees you as innocent. There is nothing to pardon anyone for doing. There's nothing to pardon anyone for doing to you. It is your own perception of things that needs to be corrected. To pardon something makes it real. Only the guilty require pardon, and guilt is not required. Guilt is a byproduct of listening to the program, and the program is not real. It does not. It does not exist at all. The program is everything an illusion. It is your belief in the illusion that which makes it seem real.
Mhm.
Okay. The only problem you have is that you think that there is a problem. The only thing that needs to be forgiven, or shall we say healed, is the way you're looking at it.
What do you think about that?
I have to think about it.
Okay, that's good. Well,
That's good. That's good.
that's what we're here to do, to inspire critical thought and thinking and different ways of looking at things, because there's no wrong way. It's just, is there a way to get us to our goal quicker? So if the purpose of forgiving someone is to heal and to feel clear and to release something, if you can hand me a faster way to release it, just like
But you made the assumption that I was forgiving someone. I was forgiving myself, for making bad choices, forgiving myself for, essentially putting myself in bad predicaments. You know what I mean?
which
really-
is
But it's the same principle, right? Because you're blaming yourself, you're condemning yourself, and making yourself guilty, right? So it can still be applied, whether it's to you or to another person.
True, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with that wholeheartedly.
Okay.
So, but I do need to think about it more in order to articulate how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So,
well, thank you.
Oh, well, that's good.
And
we
I
appreciate
appreciate
that.
you thinking about it. And also, as Fatima Love was saying, in changing the way you're seeing someone requires you to look at yourself first. Because if you say, "Oh, Robin, I don't like the way you use that tone with me. I'm upset, but I forgive you." But if I then look back and say, "Wait a minute, she didn't mean anything by that tone. I'm making that tone mean something because I'm relating it to something somebody said in the past, and I don't even know her well enough to know if she's insulting me or what her tone normally is. So let me change my mind. Say, you know what? She's here voluntarily to join the good time, good energy with people. She hasn't done anything to offend me. She's not ordering a hit on me on the dark web. I haven't seen her pull out any weapons and sharpen them and look at me. So maybe I'm making that up, and maybe I can change my mind, and maybe I should stop thinking about her that way because that's hurting me. And that has all of that right there has nothing to do with you, because even me feeling insulted had to do with me and not you.
Right.
And that hurts me. It doesn't mean you have to apologize. Doesn't mean that I have to confront you about it either, because we make up a whole lot of stuff in our heads that hurt us. And so
True.
but yeah, I appreciate you thinking about it.
Thank
So
you. All right. Well, I do need to. What part of that?
that was chapter 15.
Chapter
page
15.
143.
And the book is
Actually
Love
know
is Not
that.
a Game by the Love Doctor, Naeem
I can
Najee.
get that on like Amazon. Or something?
Yes.
Yes,
And,
you can get it on Amazon.
Okay.
and if you email me, I can send you a PDF of it where you can just read it on your device or your computer too. Or print it out, whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so
Thank
much,
you so much for
Robin.
joining,
For
Robin.
joining us.
Yes. Fatima Love.
Fatima Love. I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It's been such an engaging experience.
Thank you.
I'm glad you guys can make it. I got to
Track.
I got to hug on some necks tonight.
Yeah, they're kicking us out of Red Robin.
Yes, they
I think
turned
we
the
don't-
lights off on us.
Oh, okay. That's
The
great.
lights
So we
start
had a good
blinking.
time.
Yes, indeed. So we had a great time. Definitely appreciate it. Hey, give a shout out to Fatima Love, man. She put this thing together. Yes, we had a great time. Thanks to everyone that came in. We definitely appreciate y'all. Definitely love y'all. Definitely tune in. If you haven't, subscribe to YouTube. Check us out on FGT, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also on Facebook, if you haven't followed us, please follow us. But great conversations. Thank to all the ladies. Thanks to the men that came through. And any last words, Naeem?
No, I don't know if we have time to get to any comments, but I'm grateful to be here. I'm glad to be in all the loving energy. So thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Appreciate y'all.
Awesome conversation. Anything for Fatima Love before we get out of here?
No, it's been a great night. I appreciate everybody that came out to the Red Robin for Feel Good Talks singles mixer tonight. It was good conversation. We learned some more about love from the Love Doctor. We had a chance to, see each other in person, hug on some necks, really enjoy each other's energy. And so, I hope to see you guys next time.
Next
Yes,
time,
indeed.
yes.
We had a great time. And shout out to everybody that tuned in as well. We definitely appreciate it. And again, check out Naeem every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. If you have any questions or comments or you want any answers to love, this is the man right here. So give him a call. Let him know. He's 13 books deep. Am I right, Naeem? 13 books deep.
Working on
13
number
books
14.
deep.
It'll
Working on
be
number
out
14.
by Thanksgiving.
So, like I said, check him out. The brother's bad. The brother's bad. You know what I'm saying? And for
How do we say it before we go?
what's that? Oh, 1, 2, 3, peace. As we always hold on, we ain't done yet. See, Timler trying to rush off. But again, we always come on in here, Will. Come on in here, Phil. Good
Will,
Talk
come on
family,
in
man.
here.
What's the matter with you, boy? You know what I mean,
up.
man, 50 grand. You ain't
Y'all look
messing
like
nothing
Good
up.
Morning America. Y'all look good up here. See y'all Thursday.
See, and check out my man Williams World. Check him out Thursday at 8:30 on Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. He's the man. Nah, we can ready to take a picture. Hold on. So again,
Don't go nowhere.
we can ready to get out of here on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You know what we do?
Peace.
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 All right, peace. I ain't got my sign on. Peace.